So the hope and goal of today is we got from New Rage Cycles and RC the fender eliminator kit, as well as the front turn signals. So we're gonna be getting rid of the lollipops up front and then lollipops out back, as well as the ugly fender. Everything's packaged really nice. There's not much to it, and biggest complaint so far is absolutely zero instruction. So everything looks quality, but no idea how to install it. So everything I've read, it says it's plug and play. So we shall see. But first things first, we're just gonna start with trying to get the stock stuff off.
Oh, there's a nut back here.
You have to hold the nut on the back side, or is it spinning on the back?
It's spinning.
So what do you got, a 10 on the 10 on the back to hold the nut? Do you need a holder or you got it?
I'm gonna try it. Yeah, that's out. Oh, see it?
It just rolled all
there
over
it goes.
Oh wait, it's just fed up through there. So pull this. Okay, there we go. So this comes off, just pulls out. So now it's loose. So of course.
But this, and it
should slide out of there.
Down here. So where the zip has to pop it. Ew, we have to do stuff with the tank because it's not gonna happen. Does this piece just come off? Like, because there's just like a little.
Yeah, there should just be tabs.
Yeah.
Because it's unclipped on this side.
Alright, got it unclipped on this side. So we'll tap right there. Well, that doesn't do any good.
Can you not get to the wires better? I mean, if you can pull it off, I would just to...
No, because it just leads to more,
madness.
Yep.
So I think what we've... It's, yeah, little teeny tiny Phillips. So I think what we're going to attempt is just to try to pull this, like the backside of the actual light housing itself off. It's just little Phillips, and see, maybe, I mean, it might connect to this end. Not too bad. You do have to take this housing off. So if you take the little, it's just a little Phillips screw out, and then you pull the lens off, these, I guess little butt connectors, I really don't know what you call them, but these are attached on the back side of the metal housing in the bulb, and you just pull it through. So honestly, it's not too bad, but again, instructions would be nice. So once you get through that, then I feel like now at this point it's plug and play. So we'll see. Oh, so I guess you just slide the wiring up through that hole like it was stock, and then put that through there. Yeah.
Okay.
And then I guess, because they said you could angle it, or...
Oh, that's true, yeah. That's very awkward, that is, though.
And you just put the nut on the backside?
I guess so, just like how the other one was, yeah.
So let's pull this back out for a minute. So we should just be able to slide these hookups just like that through the heat shrink. Okay, cool. It's not bad. So get it through there. So we've got our ends. Now that's gonna be the question, is because we got a black and red, black and white. I mean, I don't know whether we just plug them in and try them and see which one works. I would assume black to black?
I do black to black.
I don't know. To be sure, we can't get electrocuted, can we? I don't know. Alright, so that just slides in there like that. Slides in there like that. I guess just turn the bike on. Or not turn it on, but just turn the key. So we've got black to black and red to white. See what happens.
Working?
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. So yeah, it's black to black and red to white. So, hi, what do you think?
Oh, okay.
It's pretty bright. It's got LEDs in it.
Not bad. Cool.
So when you know what you're doing, I mean, like I said, we're not mechanics, so, but okay, cool. So now we can get this. So we'll need the hair dryer again. Make sure these connections are tight. And just take the heat shrink and slide it over. There you go. Okay. See how it's kind of protecting.
Yeah.
See, I'm mad at the fact that it's not long enough to cover all of it though. Yeah, I have electrical tape, but I guess let's center it as much as possible.
Yeah.
And just heat it up, and it should start shrinking down. Yeah. Oh, we didn't test it.
Trail here. Oh no.
It doesn't work. Does the other side work? I hear it making a funny noise.
That works.
Crap. All right, we're back at it a couple days later, but so we've kind of figured something out. So with the light, we have to keep these two separate. And what I mean by that is, so when you connect them, so again, it's black to black and red to white. So what we're running into is because they click in fine, everything looks like it's fine, but then when we actually would go to turn it on, we kept having the problem of the actual light itself would keep turning off. So when you touch these together, it was I guess grounding out, I'm not really sure, but so when you would touch these together, the light would turn off. So when we tried to heat shrink it the first time, obviously these were side by side touching, so then our light didn't work. So through trial and error, we just kind of figured that out. But so what we're actually going to do now is take and put the heat shrink through both sides. So slide it up on this tube and then make that connection. And then we'll do the same on the other side. We'll probably do it one at a time. What do you think? Oh, you're gonna hold it?
Nope, good.
Try to get the pressure off the light. But yeah, so are the connections, did it click in on both of them?
Yeah, I'll double check.
But that way it'll keep it separate. So yeah, but why? So right now it's working, but then bring it this way. But if you touch these together, it grounds it out. It makes a weird buzzing sound. But so that's why we got the heat shrink. We're actually just gonna, put it up over top, put up over this one as well. So that way they can't touch, both protected, light works. Pretty simple. All right, so what we ended up doing is it actually worked out better. Honestly, she had picked up some like 3M heat shrink tubing. And what'd you get it from Walmart? Mm-hmm. So I mean, you pretty much pick it up anywhere, but this actually ended up being like the material is a little bit thinner, I guess. I don't know. I mean, the stuff that the New Rage Cycles gives you is fine. I mean, the heat shrink it's just a little bit thicker, so it was taking longer to actually melt or shrink. So we ended up just using those, and it kind of worked out better anyway. It's thinner, it took a little less time. We hit it with a hairdryer first. That did a little bit. I feel like my hairdryer sucks. So if you have a heat gun, I feel like you'd be better off. I actually just ended up taking a lighter to it, and that shrunk it down pretty good. So we're just being extra cautious and just gonna throw some electrical tape around it, kind of clean it up, keep the water out of it and everything like that, make it look a little better. So
all right.
So now to hide all the wiring. So yeah, just because the piece that it kind of gives you that slot, the very front one, and that's where most of your wiring goes through. So just slide it through, just a little gap. Slide your wiring through. Of course, I probably honestly could have done it wherever the.
I was saying.
I'll pull it back out. Yeah. I'm really not sure. We're gonna have an excess amount of wire.
A lot of wire. So.
Wow.
Just plug that in there, and it's gonna pop into that hole. But yeah, there's a lot of extra wire.
That's a lot of extra wire. So we'll just have to. Yeah. I mean, they give you zip ties. That's a good thing because we're gonna have to hide all this so that way it doesn't look bunk. But all it is, it's got like a built-in, I guess, stud bolt, And then we just put the nut on the backside and boom, done. But easier said than done because it's hard to get to that nut on the backside. All right, update. So I guess we kind of screwed up, I don't really know. But if you take the cover off of the top of the light, looks like this. It's just two little Phillips head screws. If you take those off, it exposes the top of the light, and then you can actually get to the Allen bolt, so you can kind of hold that and back the threads off. So that's where we're at now. So we're gonna see if we can't teamwork it and get it in there in place like it's supposed to be. Angle up that you wanted, so you can kind of see those holes.
Yeah, I like it a lot better than the straight.
That seemed to be the way it wanted to pull in there.
What'd you say?
Like when I was tightening it.
Mm-hmm.
That seemed to be the angle that it wanted to take. Now cross your fingers and hope they work.
Yes.
Cool. So it's definitely improved. It's obviously on the right, the stock lollipop look. And the left is the new Rage Cycle front turn signal. Definitely a lot sleeker.
So much better.
Cool. That's one side done. Hopefully from now on it'll be a little easier. We still got to tidy up the light, so we'll kind of work on that now. So yeah, we just kind of took that big mass and try to hide it as much as possible. Honestly, that doesn't look too bad. We'll cut this off. It'll be good to go. All right, so we're starting on side number 2, and we're just trying to, use what we learned from the other side to duplicate on this side, but hopefully a little easier. So this time, I think what we're gonna do is try to just remove the housing first, get that all disconnected, then actually take the big lollipop off. Not gonna mess with any of these zip ties in here, because honestly, there's so much wiring anyway. We didn't end up needing to do that. I still recommend, there's this plastic cover that goes here, looks like that. I still recommend taking that off just so you have access, but I think that literally just was 2 snaps. Then from that point, connect the connectors with the heat shrink, heat it up, put the electrical tape on there,
Yeah.
and then put it all together. Hopefully this goes a little quicker, we'll see. Like I said, it's trial and error. Because again,
timeout now.
New Rage Cycles it's on the back side.
Oh, that's why.
Doesn't provide any instructions, so it's kind of what you get.
You get it off of that back edge.
Should just kind of snap.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. And then carefully pull that out. And there should be the 2 connectors, which they'll just unclip just like they do with the stock. Yep. Boom. Step 1.
Easier.
So that way, because I think on the other side, I really don't think it messed it up at all, but just the fact that I was kind of, we hadn't quite taken this out. I was tugging just when this was loose, so I feel like it was pulling on these stock wires, and probably not good for it. All right, so we got a wrench on the back side, and why this side wants to be a pain in the balls, I don't know, but such is life. So I just had to get a wrench to hold the nut on the back from spinning, so it can spin this side out. Is it loose enough where it'll, oh no, the wrenches, or the nut's gone.
Oh, all right.
Where'd it go? Can you see it? Oh, there it is. Jerk.
Cool. So
And then
that
carefully
casing came off though, so let's pull this through.
I'll have to carefully pull those connections through.
Just one at a time, actually. Yep.
Cool.
Is that one?
That's what I was kind of a
There.
little bit aggressive last time.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, so got that out.
And then this part just comes
That
right
weird,
off.
I don't know.
Don't even need that. Cool.
Nice.
Cool.
Now we're free. This side going a lot smoother.
One on each side. Put that on that side. Cool.
And then black to black to black.
Black is this side.
And then red to white. Make sure it works. Cool. We got.
Awesome.
And then again, touch them together. Make sure if this side does the same thing.
Yep.
Yeah, it goes out. So okay, cool. So heat shrink it real quick.
Cool.
And we'll hit it with a hairdryer first. Just kind of get that preliminary going, and then we'll hit it with the flame. So I just kind of do one side at the time. All right, take the cap off, and then we'll try to do it just like we did the other side. I'll get this on the back again. I was doing so good.
You gonna hold that casing like flush with it?
No, because I need to
you.
be able to wiggle. Yeah,
That's true.
so I can get it. So I get the wrench back on there. Actually, can you hold the wrench right there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just hold the wrench. Don't move it. Because I'm gonna tighten it from this side. So.
How's it look, do you think?
Looks good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Much better.
Definitely cleans
than-
up the front. And honestly, like I think they're even.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
This looks so much better though. Holy crow.
Yeah, that definitely cleaned up the front end. So especially with the combination like where you took the fender off, and then with the lights, yeah, it's looking good. I think the overall bike's turn out pretty good. So much better.
Awesome.
A lot more sleeker.
Yeah.
Shout out to New Rage Cycles. Thanks for the non-instructions, but hopefully this will help somebody out. But they look good. And once you actually figure out what the heck you're doing, it's honestly a really quick install. Not bad at all. But they definitely look good. They're bright.
Yeah, they are. I like
So
it.
for such a small package, very bright.